Hello faithful viewers and welcome to another Transformers review. This time we're going to look at War for Cybertron Kingdom Optimus Primal. This version of Primal is accurate to his form from the first season of Beast Wars and, as per usual, transforms into a gorilla. It's going for a more realistic look as opposed to the masterpiece figure from a few years back, which had deference towards cartoon accuracy. The gorilla is maybe not as clean as the robot mode though, as it has to try and hide certain details which unfortunately still poke through. You can pose Primal on all fours and he has an articulated gorilla head to specifically eke out certain realistic looking poses. The head is on this assembly so it can sort of spin like that and look up like that as if he's gazing up at something. The head can go side to side like that as if he's looking around a corner, and then you can bring it down and do this, and you can even do that. As well as standing on all fours, you can stand him upright. There he is, standing up. I mean, you know, doesn't look as good, but it's doable. It's a thing that happens. Just for comparison here, we have obviously the figure we're looking at and the Cybertron 2005 Optimus Primal, and so there's definitely a clear difference in what the design team were going for here. To transform Optimus Primal into robot mode, what you are going to want to do first, pull this flap up, maybe move the butt flap up at the back, spin it round, and then pull that back down, and then move into what is now his front crotch. Spread them out a bit, straighten everything at the leg, where the knee will be. There is like a peg in here and like a hole within the kneecap, and that will just sort of soft click into place. That is also the same on the other side. Pull the front feet down. Leave their arms butterflied out for now, rotate that down. Pull this assembly out from the back, and then pull this out on that pole. Spin this around, bring it down like so that when we do this, spin it round, it will remain hidden, and then push it back in like that. And then what you're going to want to do is bring that no, first spin this panel front, which will reveal his robot mode chest, and then you're going to want to bring that in like so until it soft clicks. Bring the arms back there, flip the shoulder pads up, and then bend his arms at the elbows and spin his hands round. Primal's robot mode is the spitting image of his first Beast Wars iteration in the cartoon. It's the head for me that is the most spot on, however. The colouring on the helmet, the redness of the eyes, the head crest, you can see on the front the silver wingtip ear thingies. Yeah, those all look good. It doesn't do the full mouth guard either. Yeah, it's just the whole package. It's all perfect. He is my dream man, which is sad because he's a plastic robot monkey. Panning down the body, you've got sky blue details on the chest, white thighs and sort of red hydraulics going down from the shins to the metallic blue feet. He retains his gorilla mode forearms but has exposed white biceps thanks to the gorilla plating moving up to the shoulders. I missed a step. Ignore that, viewers, ignore it. Moving to the back of the figure, as you can see, there's little to no kibble to speak of. It's just an amazingly clean figure. So to sort of emulate his look in the show, or his powered up form, I guess, you have these flip out arm cannons, which you can access by pushing a button on the interior, which I'll demonstrate on the other side. So you see here, you push through, pull it out, and then there's his arm cannons, and then he also has shoulder cannons, which you get to by pulling this back. He says, "Arg." It can be a bit annoying to get to. Probably want to get your finger in there, pulling the gun out on that rotation. And there you go. You can either leave them up like that, or you can angle them however you wish. And then there's all his guns and he's gonna shoot you to death. He also has a set of swords, emulant of other swords he's had in the past. They're these sort of curved scimitar type deals and they just slot into his hands right here. And then, you know, that's him fully armoured up. And then to store the swords, you obviously pull them out of his hands. And then there are some tabs here. And then there's some tabs on the side of the swords here. And then they will just tab into place there. And on the other side. Like so. Coming to articulation then, Optimus has a swivel at the head. He can look up that far, down that far. Full swivel at the shoulder as well as the upper arm with a over 90 degree bend at the elbow. With a swivel at the wrist. He can spread his arms that far with a waist swivel there. He can spread his hips out that far. He can kick forward that far and back that far with a swivel at the hip, a knee bend pegged in like that, and then unpegged like that with a swivel at the shin, a toe bend up and down with an ankle pivot. So yeah, just really good range of articulation. For size comparison, here he is with the Transformers 2005 Optimus Primal. Here he is next to Transformers Rise of the Beasts Air Razor. Here he is next to the Transformers Legacy United Transmetal 2 Megatron. And here he is next to Channel Stalwart Mysterio. So, to transform him back into gorilla mode, the first thing you're going to want to do is grab this flap here, and then spin him at the waist so that the rear butt flap is now facing forward, and then fold the robot mode feet up to sort of make it a bit cleaner. Bring the gorilla mode legs up, or the robot mode legs rather, up at the hips so that they're at an angle. Bring them down at the knees. Butterfly the arms like that. Pull that away. Pull this assembly out on this pole. Spin it round. Rotate that up slightly, spin the gorilla head around, and then pop it back down and push it back in. And you're going to want to flip his robot mode chest around, revealing his gorilla chest like so. And then fold that back in like that. And then with this, make sure it's like that. Bring them down bit further than earlier stated, and then have that down like that so that that sort of covers that. It will be a fairly loose thing, it doesn't really tab in anywhere. And then for the arms, what we're going to want to do is make sure there's a straight, fold that down, bring them forward, have them folded like that, do that, rotate the hands, do the same on the other side, bring that down, rotate his hand, situate him like that, and then bring his head up, and there you have Primal in gorilla mode. There we go, boys and girls. That's been our look at Kingdom Optimus Primal. I am a massive fan of the original Beast Wars cartoon, and this figure is my first experience of an Optimus Primal. That series is just my first experience of Optimus overall. That's why I wanted to get the figure. I find it to be a really good figure. It's a lovely homage to said cartoon. It's a bit light on accessories, but that's not always a bad thing. It's also less to have to store away, and it's less to lose potentially, because, you know, the odd missile down the back of the sofa and then you're like, "Urgh!" Otherwise, it looks great and has really good articulation. It's super enjoyable to own, to pose, to play with, and to just look good on the shelf. I do recommend this thing a lot. Especially if you're a fan of Beast Wars, yeah, this figure's just absolutely for you. So, thank you for stopping by and checking out this video. Like and subscribe if you haven't already, and share this video around to help out the channel. And until next time, see you all later.